Hi, Anita. Well, it's Christmas Eve. Everybody at my house is home. Hi, Dominique. Now, technically, this is not just one order. It's two. Um, because it's doing that again. That is so strange. Whatever. Um, I got one order with the step back in time package, but I had wanted one more, but they only would let us order one per order. So I went back and did another order. It's mainly spacers and pins other than our kits. So I said, I do have two little kits. I'm going to set those aside. I have brought a box out here to put the pieces in. And then this is the rest of my order. So we'll wait just a few more minutes and then we will turn down and take a look at everything. Looks like we have 6 folks on today. Now, tomorrow is Christmas, and I probably will put up a recorded video for tomorrow morning. I am not sure what I'm going to do about Members Live. If I'm going to do it or not, I may do it. We'll see what happens when the time comes. I will, of course, put up a notice one way or the other so we can see everything. But we are going to turn down in a minute and look at my orders here, though I do have them all mixed together now. So, well, actually, this is one right here, and the rest in the bag is the other order. Hi, Cynthia. So anyway, we're going to give it just a few more moments before we turn down, and then we will get unboxing this stuff, or unpackaging, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, we're going to turn down. I'm sure there are some people that aren't here because they're doing stuff with their own families, which is understandable. It is Christmas Eve. Usually my husband has to work half of the day, but he does have the whole day off today, so he's home, but he said he's gonna go wrap presents while we're doing this, because, well, he didn't do it earlier. So anyway, the few things that I had wanted to get for Christmas gifts that I hadn't managed to get because of my foot, I did go out and get yesterday. So I'm all set. What is everyone cooking for Christmas dinner? Well, personally, we're having ham, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, rolls, and then cheesecake for dessert. Tonight, I'm making a roast beef, a pot roast, and with the carrots and the potatoes cooked right in the gravy with the roast, and then we'll have rolls also, and then gingerbread for dessert for tonight. So that's what's on my menu. What's on everybody else's? So, now I gotta tell you, my tablet is acting weird again. It's like in slow motion, and I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder if there's a setting that it got onto accidentally. That's chat. strange. I don't know what it's doing. Huh. So you lucked out of cooking dinner. I guess somebody else is going to cook it. Hey, Jan, how's it going? So I keep getting this funny feeling that something's going on and I don't know how to fix it on my tablet. It's strange, but whatever. I can't find the settings button to see if I can fix its time speed, so it's just going to be slow. It's bringing up the the comments line, and that's what I wanted for anyway. So let's turn down and we will just take a look at this stuff. Down we go. So this is the little order, which you can see here is small. This was the second order I put in, and then that's the first one. And here is those goodies here. So we'll get to those in a minute. We're going to just look at these little things first. Down here at the bottom, it says value bundle, a step back in time. That's one of these little bags over here on the side. We'll do those both at the same time since I am going to put them in a box. So what we have here is my freebie from Bargain Bead Box. For these were some acorn beads. Those cute. And then number one was 2 pieces of 16 by 11 millimeter rose spacer focal beads, antique gold, $1.29 was their regular price. And look at these babies. They have a big hole. I'm fairly positive those could go on leather, and they are heavy. They're also pretty. So we'll have to decide what I'm going to put these with, but I'm pretty sure they are probably going to go on leather because they do have this really large hole in them. So those are my rose spacer beads. Next is enameled phoenix pendants, 29 by 24 millimeter, in black and white gold. Black, white, gold. Nope, that's not this one. This is Dragonfly. Phoenix is... That's the dragon. Here's the Phoenix. So it was $1.09. And it is a black and white enameled on gold Phoenix. Rose for rose. Yeah. And the next item is a 28 by 26 millimeter enameled dragon pendant in black, white, and gold, which was $1.09. Ta-da! Isn't he pretty? Next is 2 pieces of 59 by 53 enameled dragonfly pendant in sky blue and gold. That's the one I started to open up thinking I was in the right package. I wasn't. It's $1.59 for the 2. They're big and pretty. Now I'm actually considering putting these on either some hair combs or something like that. They could go on alligator clips. That might be fun, but we'll see what we decide. Next is 23 by 26 millimeter brass and cubic zirconium floral oval pendant, gold and crystal clear. I got 2 of them. They're these guys right here. They were $2.29 a piece. This was actually the most expensive thing in our kit, but I think I got one of these before, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Wouldn't that make a gorgeous earring? Just with maybe a few beads above, and then just let it dangle. And this would be really elegant for like New Year's or something. Go really pretty with a little black dress. Next, we have a 10-gram bag, about 24 pieces, it says, of 8 by 2 millimeter braided rope rondelle spacer beads. They were $1.09. I like these rope spacers. I think they're cool looking. Lastly, on this page, besides our value bundle, I got 2 packages of these. They were 99 cents for 12 millimeter Southwest Cross spacer beads in antique silver. And just pretty. I think these would be really pretty with some turquoise. 'Tis the season for turquoise. So that concludes what this little order was. And of course, our value bundle was $10.99. Then with the coupon, I got $3.82 off, but then the shipping was $3.99. So this order was $23.87. Next order is this bigger one. Again, it had a value bundle in it. But most of these things are, well, he's dumping out. My freebies was a hook and an eye clasp. Right off the top, we have our first thing. It is 25 by 16.5 millimeter open hexagon links in antique silver. They were $1.79 for 10 pieces. So they're a cool link. I have made earrings out of these before with a charm below, a bead above. They look really cool. So that's the open hexagon link. Next, we have 2 pieces of, is this you? 4874. Yes, 2 pieces, 16 millimeter, 18 karat gold plated brass and rhinestone butterfly links in Rosalind, however you want to pronounce that. They are a link. There is a hole at top and bottom, and they are pretty pink. Hey, Dorothy. You're not going to go live today? Okay. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go then. It'll depend on if I have any ideas as I go through this stuff, if there's anything I really want to do. But it is Christmas Eve, so you never can tell. These were $3.99 for the pair. The next one is I expected, oh, there it is right here. Oh, you guys. Finding 4875. 2 pieces of 16 millimeter, 18 karat gold plated brass and rhinestone butterfly links in light amethyst. Again, $3.99 for the pair. They are a pretty little, I don't know that I'd call this light amethyst per se. It's pretty dark purple here, but they're pretty. So now we have some pink ones and some purple ones. They're $3.99 like the others for the pair. Spacer. Finding 5122, 2 pieces, 23 by 11 millimeter brass and cubic zirconia floral links in gold, aqua, and crystal, $3.79 for the pair. We've looked at, I've gotten some of these before. I think they're really pretty. My only real objection is this open link right here, which is great that it's open. You can hook things on it, but I'm always a little leery when I'm closing these. I'm afraid they're going to break, but we'll see what happens. But those are pretty. Oop. Those were $3.79 for the pair of those. Mm-hmm. Hey, Renee. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a few days. No, this is, I don't think it was Black Friday. No, it wasn't. This is just that when they put out the, what do they call this bundle? A Step Back in Time mini bundles. So, the next two are just some eye pins. I got some more eye pins for doing rosary chain and such. Then we have pearls. These are 15.5-inch strand of 8 millimeter shell pearl beads in white. They were $4.99 for the strand. So these are the ones that's made out of the pearl dust. So, or shell dust. So those are pretty nice white ones. And the rest of these things are spacers because, well, you know, I have to have my spacers. But the first one is a 10-gram bag of 4 millimeter classic daisy spacers in gold. That's these guys. So little gold daisy spacers. Next is a 10-gram bag, about 60 pieces of 5.5 by 2 millimeter corrugated rondelle spacer beads in antique silver. This is the ones we had in the kits the other day. What kit was this? Good question. Come on, where's the other package? Because there says we have 2 of them here. There they are. So these were $1.29 for these packages of about 60 of the corrugated spacers. I cannot remember which kit those came out of, but we did have them in a kit recently. Next is a 10-gram bag, about 24 of the 8 by 2 millimeter braided rope rondelles, which are the same as the ones from our other kit. It always amazes me that I see them at one point, and then when I go looking for them, I can't find them. Oh, there they are, right there. So the rope spacer beads. Now we have 100 pieces, 4.5 dotted rondelle spacer beads, antique silver. It says, please read. These were, come on, which ones are you here? 1372. That's this one. The note said that some of these looked a little brassy. So, and they do, and that's fine. It's no big deal. So those were $1.29 for 100. Next is 1714 4.5 dotted daisy spacers in antique bronze, about 65 of them. They were $1.29. As we all know, I use a lot of spacers, so I gotta replace them. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, Renee. They'll go into my stash, and I won't. Well, if I get around to it, I've been really naughty about not putting things away recently. But yeah, they'll just go into the stash. Shape a lot. Within, I got 2 bags of 100 pieces of 4mm daisy rondelle spacer beads in antique gold. That's these guys. The 2 bags there. 100 pieces 4mm daisy rondelle spacer beads in platinum. That's 1750. That's these guys. And quite frankly, they may end up going in the same package as the other ones were because, you know, they're about the same. They just have a slightly different color to them. Not enough that I'd make it an issue, though. The next one is 1751. That's these guys. 4mm daisy rondelle spacer beads in antique bronze. Can't have enough colors. Hey, Carolyn. Yeah, I'm very naughty about putting my stuff away too, Carolyn. I could show you that the beside me over here on this side is just covered with bags, and I need to get things put away again. Next is 1796, and that's these guys. 9 by 4.5 dotted rondelle spacer beads in antique bronze. These were $1.39. I didn't give you the price on the others. They were all about $1.49, between $1.49 and $1.39. To me, these are a Saturn bead. See how they have a bump on both top and bottom with the little bumps in the middle? So I always think of these as a Saturn bead. They call them a dotted spacer bead, but I would not call them that. But anyway, that's the bronze. And then I have those also in silver. Next is 1868, 40 pieces of 6 by 2mm rope design disc spacer beads in antique silver, $1.39. The other 2 were $1.39 as well. We got 3 packages of these. They were $1.09. 1, 2. Where's package number 3? 1, 2. Oh, it's underneath my tray here. These are dotted snowflakes, bright silver. They are $1.09 a package. I love this style of spacer, so I got 3 packages of those. Your desk looks like bargain bugs exploded all over it. Yeah, mine does too. So that is the first page. There's not much on this second page because obviously we only have a few more things here. The next one is 2 pieces of the Southwest Cross spacer beads that I showed you from the other kit. I got 4 more packages of them. They were 99 cents for the 2. So I got 4 more packages. That means I have 6 of them, which means 12 of these beads. which will be great if I want to put them in something. 1924 is 50 pieces of 5 by 2 millimeter dotted flower spacer beads. If you can see here, let's get them on some in a tray. These have these were $1.09 for the 50. They are a little bit raised. See, they have almost a little bump out in the middle, so they have a little divot sort of on either side. These are in antique copper. And lastly, as far as my things are concerned, I decided to check out these spacers. 10 pieces of 13 by 11 millimeter ornate puffed rectangular spacer beads in antique gold. They were $2.09 for the 10. They have a really pretty pattern on them, and they're an interesting shape. So I just decided I'd check these out. So I hadn't had these before, so there we go. Now that is both of my little orders, other than our A Step Back in Time mini bundles, which were $10.99 a piece. And with the coupon for these things, I got $15.44 off. So this whole order came to $50.84 after the shipping. So I think good price. So let's take a look at our little bundle here, and while we're at it, I got a box out. This is a 12 compartment box. This is the ones I usually use for my gemstones, in fact. But our little bundles here, we don't have a paper with them. They're not numbered, so we might as well just dump them out and just go through them here. So we're going to start with this one since it's still in my hand, and it's 20 pieces of 10 millimeter pearlized glass flower beads. And these are an interesting little shape here. They have well, if you let me get one of them. They have a little, boy, these things don't want to stay in your hand. They just want to slip and slide all over the place. They have like a divot here in the middle. It almost looks like 4 petals along the edge, and the hole is right through the middle, so they'd sort of act like a bead cap. It says glass flower beads, but to me they're more like they look more like a bead cap. You just placed another order. It's addiction. I placed an order a couple days ago, so I know exactly what you mean. So those will go into hole 1. Since we do have some more pearls here, they're going to go in hole 2. This is 8 millimeter shell pearl man-made round beads, 7.5 inch strand. So I think these are almost the same color as the strand I bought. Let's get that package out and check that out. We may have a ton of pearls when we get to that point. Let's see, where'd we just flip that bag at? Here it is. Not sure. They almost look like a slightly different color, like the purchased ones that were outside of the kit are have almost a silvery tint to them. But creative, chaotic bead binges. Yeah. I just keep telling myself, I'm gonna get it organized. And before I had my knee surgery, I started and I really made a big dent in it. But then I've just messed it all back up again. So I know what you mean, Dominique. Yeah, almost like a bead cap, they are. So let's see, we got 3 that dropped into this hole, but we don't want to leave 3 in this hole. This is brass, so we're going to put it down here. We're going to leave beads up this direction. This is 10 pieces of 10 millimeter quartz, which has been dyed, round beads in a vintage peach mix. Now they call this a mix when they're stones and they're different colors rather than glass that is a different color. I don't consider it much of a mix. Stones all dye differently. So just because of their own makeup. So I don't really think of it as a mix. I just think of it as a stone that's slightly different colored. So there are those. There's like pinks. And then we have 6 millimeter peach snow quartz dyed matte round beads, 7.5 inches. Ah, dang, matte. Let's see how bad they look. I don't know. They might be all right. I can use them like sea glass, maybe. Sea glass I like. I don't know why. I just do. So that's your sticker. Let's see what we got here. That's brass. So bead caps, brass, brass. Here's some, what are you? Brass, brass, brass. Looks like all of this stuff is brass except for these last 2 here. This is 2 pieces of lava stone, undrilled aromatherapy stones for going in the cage pendant. Now we only have 1 cage pendant. Why did they bother sending us 2 of these? But they're undrilled. Now, this one is hematite, man-made, it says 44, but I think it's supposed to be 4.4 by 3 millimeter faceted rondelle beads. Again, matte bronze plated. The only difference is these look like metal, so I'm not going to worry about them being matte so much probably because, like I say, they look like metal. So we have to remember that even though these are tiny, hematite is heavy. So they're not real heavy, but they are heavier than a normal glass stone would be. That's like that. You're going to be in the 80s for Christmas? Where do you live at, Jan? You were all organized. Yeah, I love that I can remove the tags on the bags too, because then I can put them in with my items here, and then I know exactly what's in this box. So this is a 24 by 25 millimeter brass cage pendant, antique bronze, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. It's always nice that they tell us that because a lot of people do have nickel allergies and such. You know, a lot of things nowadays are made and they say they're nickel free because it's just one of those things. In the jewelry business, everything should be nickel free when it comes right down to it, because so many people are allergic to nickel now. But even though they say that, that's not always the case. So this is a cage. It's got a little lever here. Oh, that one opened pretty good. I got a pendant the other day that was supposed to be a little locket, and it just won't open. So that little bead goes in there like that, and you can put some scent on it if you want. Oops, that didn't latch. There we go. Are you going to unlatch on me again? Feels a little loose, but there we go. That's how that works. Open you up and drop that back in its spot, and we'll close you. And you're going right here. Since there is only 11 items, I left a gap, and this is a 12-piece box. I left a gap here between the beads and the bronze pieces. 20 pieces of 6mm fancy bicone spacer beads in antique bronze, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. Oh, hi, Angel. Good to see you. This is not the companion bundle. It's the, what did they call it? Back in Time Traveler Bundle. It's a value bundle rather than the companion bundle. Though I do have the companion bundle coming, and it has shipped, they tell me, but it isn't here yet. So this is, they called it the Step Back in Time Value Bundle. It costs $10.99 for this bundle. So then we have some flower spacers, 50 pieces of 6mm bead caps, antique bronze, lead-free, and cadmium-free. It doesn't say anything about nickel on this. It actually should be, but who knows for sure. There you go. So these are the little flower-like that look like flower petals when they go around your bead. So this is 4 pieces of 27mm swirled links, antique bronze, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. And these are similar. I think they're the same as some we've gotten before. I like them, though. I think they're really pretty. And I think that, yes, these guys are two-sided. The pattern is on both sides, so those are pretty. And lastly, we have 3 sets of hook and eye clasps, antique bronze, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. And these eye pieces are like so, and our hook, come here, hook, slides just like this, and so it hooks like that. Now, like a toggle clasp, if you don't have some weight behind these can come undone because there's no reason, there's nothing really distinctive holding them in place, but they are. So since I got 2, I'm just going to put the other things in here as well. We'll just drop them out into here. Come on, everything out. In you go. I'm not a big matte fan, but these orange aren't too bad. Love the pearls. You know, it's funny, I used to not do a lot of things with pearls, but I've got to the point where I really do like using pearls and such. I think that one has a, well, maybe it was just a little grunge on it. Okay, yeah. These guys are cool, but they're sort of hard to hold on to. They like to slip slide away. It's always so nice to have extra things. There's a really gray one in here with the really, really pink ones, too. I don't know why they call these peach. They are pink, in my opinion, anyway. I had to go back and do 2 orders in order to get to But I really liked this little kit, and so, which means I paid shipping twice because, you know, even though they shipped them together, I did pay shipping twice on these, so. And there we go. I think these would have sold out fast anyway. The real companion bundle sold out really fast. In an hour and a half, I was keeping track of it. But I did buy 2 of those also. But I like this kit a lot. I think it's really pretty. Gotta pull the labels off of these later. I'll do it later, but I'm not sure what size of bead these need to go over to form a decent bead cap. I think it's going to be way too small for these guys. Would you come back here? Yeah, it's too small for these guys. And I don't want to put it on a regular pearl. That would look silly. So I like these cage things. I think they're cool looking. I used to have some of these in silver in different shapes, and we didn't call them aromatherapy balls. This one is a little loose, but I could probably fix that a little bit. I don't want to fix it too much, though, because we need to be able to open it. But we used to call them prayer boxes in my time, and you'd take and write a little prayer or affirmation on it and wear it so that so there is our little step back in time kit, or kits as the case may be, since I bought 2. And I think those turned out really pretty. I mean, I think they're a really nice bundle. Have to decide what we're going to do. Yeah, it was really awesome for the price. And it is really nice. I like this bundle. They did limit it to 1 per order. That's why I had to go back and do a second order when I wanted the second one. So I really liked this bundle a lot. I may make myself something with one of the little aroma balls, because I think they're really cool. But these are one of those items that you can use to make earrings really easily. I wonder. Come here, you. Oh, heck, where's that? I think I got a pin right here. Yeah, I do. I want to see what this would look like. If it would fit all right. Oh, it's not a bad fit up there. However, the big the big agate is too big for this cap. The pearl cap. See, it's too big. It needs something smaller. Well, let's cut one of these guys open. Okay. You're decorating your tree now, Renee? I've had mine, well, I started decorating it, then I got my tendonitis and it was about half finished, and I just went, you know what? It's gonna stay unfinished because I'm not gonna worry about it the way my leg feels right now. So let's see. Now this is Celtic Christmas. We don't want that one. We want the regular sweater weather kit here. Come here, you. Well, not sweater weather, time traveler, Davros. Get it right. So I'm thinking I'm going to put these on the bottom as a dangle. I wonder if I'd like this other cap better than the one that's in there. Let's find out. Flip over. Come here, you. See if I can get the internet back up. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay, right here. Okay, are we back? My internet went out for a minute. I had to reset something. Sorry about that, ladies. So anyway, what I'm thinking, we're going to make a little pair of earrings. We're going to do this. And what did I do with my ear wires that I had found yesterday when I was working on Celtic Christmas? Did I just knock those over? I do believe I did. So I will have to find where they fell to because I knocked them down. Yeah, I'll worry about them in a minute. So we get some bronze wires. These little shell flowers are really, really slippery. I don't know why they're so slippery, but they are. Now, here comes the place where you can either hardwire them onto your earring or you can use a jump ring. Come on, let me get in there. There we go. I think I'm just going to hardwire this portion. So you just slide this up onto here. And since this has no particular front and back or on either piece, we don't have to worry about that. So now you need to go up here quite a bit. Slipped down some, so let's see if I can get it to go up a little bit more. And I could just hang it right from an ear wire right now if I wanted to and not bother with putting that other little crystal up around the top. Come on, you sit straight. Cute little dangle. Some earrings. We're making some earrings, Renee. Just some cute little earrings for the day. Let's see. Do I have? Oh, yeah. Realized yesterday I didn't have any bronze eye pins, didn't I? Which is sort of really strange. I've got every other color under the book. Bronze, 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 gold. Bronze, silver. Some of these need put away too. Silver, silver, little tiny silver, silver, copper, copper, silver. Can't believe in all the pins I've ordered lately, I haven't ordered any bronze eye pins. Very strange. Oh, I think we used copper yesterday when I couldn't, the antique copper when I couldn't find any antique bronze, which works. It's not really what I want, but it works in a pinch. Bye, Anita. Oh dear, your son's Christmas present hasn't arrived yet. That's not fun. Well, UPS still delivers today. I think the postal service will too still deliver. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for you and say a little prayer. A little bit different, obviously, but it's close. So I have been known to nope, that one's gunmetal. Definitely not what I want. I was thinking I might have some more pins. What did I just do with this one that I was using? I don't want gold. Oops, that bent open badly. Come on, pinned right. There we go. I keep thinking that I have some of these antique bronze ones somewhere, but I've taken all of the pins out of the bags. I'm fairly positive, and I don't see any bronze up there. So I'm going to have to, next time I order anything, order some, I guess. Oh, come on, you. Though the antique copper is close enough in color that it's not smack it in your face that it's not quite the right color kind of thing. So I'm not as worried about it as I could be. I actually need to get all those little bags of pins, though, put in their boxes. Because I do have boxes for pins. So now these just need their ear wires, and they're done. And I know I dropped the ear wires a minute, but they were up on top of one of these boxes, and when I moved them, they fell down into my bunch of messy bags. So we got, these are going to be, just need their ear wires and they're finished. Aren't they cute? So we've been on for about an hour and 10 minutes. Let me see if I can quickly locate my ear wires so we can finish these earrings off. Found them. Actually, these look copper. These aren't the gold, the bronze ones. These are copper in here too. I know I found some bronze ones yesterday. But these are antique copper, not the bronze. Where'd the bronze fall? Well, darned it. Well, we're not going to finish them till a little later. Even though I could put the antique copper on because I did put the antique copper wire on, I'm not going to. You have to go play with some beads too, Renee? Thanks, Jan. So anyway, we're probably going to be done for today. It is Christmas Eve, and there are a few things I still need to do. I hope you enjoyed opening these things with me, and I hope you like our little pair of earrings. Actually, while I was digging around yesterday looking for other things, I found these abalone pendants that I was going to make into some earrings. I haven't done yet, so maybe we'll do that later. I got 3 of them, so we could make a earrings and a pendant if we want to do that. So those are to the side. But yeah, I do. It's weird because I found those yesterday and I just knocked stuff off the top up here and they're gone. You'll be on in 45 minutes. You still have 3 days of your advent calendar. You should have had this should have been your last day, Heather. So we'll see you in a bit. Don't forget, everybody, I'm gonna sign off. You can vouch for me that I did have bronze ear wires yesterday. I did. And I don't know where the little baggie. I had the little baggie sitting up here on top with all of my bead boxes, and I moved the bead boxes just now and they fell, and I'm not sure where they went to. Of course, like I said, I have a giant mess over here, so they could have slipped down into anywhere. So Heather says she's going to be on in 45 minutes. So we are going to, which means she's going to be on at 10. And we are going to be on the lookout for her. Her channel is TT's Trinkets and Treasures. And so we'll see her then. I'm going to take care of some odds and things and find these blasted ear wires. And we'll see you all later. Everybody have a lovely Christmas. Like I say, I do not believe I will be on tomorrow morning. I am going to have a recorded video for tomorrow morning. And then I'm not sure if I will come on for Members Live tomorrow or not. We will play that one by ear. So I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. If I don't see you before that, well, it's Christmas Eve, so it would be Christmas if I saw you again. But we will, I hope you have a glorious holiday and uh, that you enjoy your day, and hopefully you get to talk to friends and family. Hi, Pearl. Um, so, oh, you're thinking of doing something is it this afternoon, Don, or Christmas afternoon? I'm going to turn us up here. So, your Christmas afternoon. Okay. If I do decide to do members live, for those of you who are members, remember that's at 1:30 Mountain Standard Time tomorrow. I'm not sure if we will or not, but I may. Last year I had recorded a little video I put up on Facebook reading The Night Before Christmas, which I might re-put that up. I'm pretty sure I still have the video for folks. And I hope you all have a lovely holiday. Enjoy your friends, and if you are alone, I hope that you can still have a blessed day. We'll see you all, if not, or probably not tomorrow, but I will see you. I will see you the day after on Friday. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye, everybody. Dorothy, enjoy that.